in the main group. If you go to the main group, you see me there as admin. You can DM me. So we are starting now because we don't have time. So it's not only when the class is on that you ask questions. You know, during class is meant for teaching. You can ask questions every other time, not during the class. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Welcome everyone to tonight's session. I've earlier said we are going to look at project minutes of the meeting. Minutes of the meeting is very important information, data sets, or documents in a project, and we should treat it with utmost importance because it captures all the information for the project direction. Every meeting we talk about the direction of the project. What is the direction? Where is this project taking us to? What are the problems? And we'll capture everything in that. So if you miss or if you didn't capture it very well, it will take you into another problem. So it's important that as the meeting, you guys are discussing, capturing important information, brainstorming, is being documented immediately. And as the meeting is finishing, people knows direction. We talk about it yesterday. People know what else to do. You know what action to take. After having a meeting and there is no direction, there is no meeting. It's important. And what do you prove? What we used to prove that we had a meeting is that the artifacts of that meeting, that document, it contains everything. And not only that, it's not your document, it's not your personal document as a project manager. This document is meant to be shared in the public domain of that particular project so that every team member will have access at any point in time to know what is going on. What happened in the last meeting, it should be documented in clear black and white and very transparent for everybody to understand. So people should not be asking what is the outcome of the meeting. In a project, if after the meeting and people are asking what is the outcome of this meeting, then you know that you didn't get it. People should not ask what is the outcome of the meeting because it should be transparent. People should know the next line of action because it's documented with dates. And whoever is taking the next action, their name must be mentioned in the minutes. So it's important to know how to do this. Why I'm just stressing on this is that you might think it's easy. You have been the financial secretary or you've been the secretary of the River State Women Group or Old Boys Association of Uniport or Unilag. You've been doing this for a long time. It's not that. You might be getting it. I'm not saying that you didn't get it, but look at this one to know if you have been getting it or not. That is the important what I'm trying to say here. Because you might be when there is an issue or when there is a conflict with stakeholders, some stakeholders can accuse you of sidelining them, of not carrying them along, of things like that. If you have some of these documents, it will show the attendees who attended that meeting, who was invited in that meeting, who was said, what everybody said. It's very, very important. Okay. Let's look at the template we have here. it become a guide for you, because as from next week, you will start having meeting outside me. You know, this is for guidance, direction, because I'm not going to be in all your meeting. I'm here to teach you, to guide you to become a good project manager, lead your project, monitor it, but in day-to-day meeting, I won't be there. So you need to know what to do. So let's look at what we have here in our lesson notes. I've already shared. Some of you who have read the note must have seen it because I captured everything together. But let's share it together here and look at it together as one big family, which we are. All right. If you are seeing my screen, say hi.
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 Because you're not seeing me, say me.
Me.
I carries it.
Hi.
Me.
Yeah. We don't enter National Assembly.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Okay, we are here now, and I know everybody is seeing my screen, and let's let's start from what the minutes. What are project meeting minutes? Meeting minutes are an official record. You see, official. You didn't just say record. Because of that importance that you put official. Official record of the discussions, decisions, and action items from a meeting. If you look at a lot of things we do, it's all about meeting. You see, as a project manager, you can meet and meet and meet and meet and meet. If you go to watch TV, you go, for instance, you put please put yourself on mute. Put yourself on mute. Eshiti, Nsikak Eshiti. Please put yourself on mute. Okay. Like I was saying, you have a lot of meetings that will be going on. And all these meetings, that's where we discuss a lot of important things concerning that project. It's important, it's very, very important, because we have quality discussion, decisions are taken, and actions are expected to start from there. And if we don't do take minutes, you might see yourself as a project manager. Some project managers handle 2 projects at a time. Even if you are not handling 2 projects at a time, you might be having numerous meetings. You can have meetings with vendors, have meeting with group of customers, have meeting with the project team the same day. If you do not record the meeting of you can mix up, you don't even know which one is which. You are not a computer. Don't tell me you made first class. I know you made first class, but you need to put it down so you remember, you know? So I'm not trying to say you are not intelligent to know your brain cannot. Yes, I know, but at times you can mix up when you have a lot of things on your head. So it's important to have these. They serve as reference document to ensure accountability and alignment among project stakeholders. So accountability and alignment, see how I highlighted it. Let's look at the importance of meeting minutes in a project. Number one is documentation. It provides a historical record of decisions and actions. We know how this decision was taken at this point. If you remember in our history, even as a nation, they keep on mentioning when there is conflict, or they keep on making this particular decision was taken at so meeting in the history of Nigeria, in the history of UK, in the history of America. That's why in the project as well, we should be, this historical decision taking must be recorded. How this decision came about and action taken or required must be documented. Clarity ensures all participants are clear on meeting outcome and next step. I told you some of us will just be in a meeting, and at the end of the meeting, we carry our bag, and once you come out of the meeting, you go and whisper, I didn't even know what this meeting, I don't know what this man is talking about. This Mr. Charles, I don't even know what he's talking. Do you know what we are going to do? Do you know what next time we are meeting? You are coming out from a meeting, just like you that have gone to see a newborn baby, and you are coming out to ask what's the gender of that baby. It's not proper. If you want to see a baby, ask them, is it a boy or girl? It's not a crime to know the gender of the baby you've gone to see. So in a meeting, if you are leaving the meeting and you are lost, before you ask what is the next action, what is the direction before you leave. So it will be documented that by the time you are leaving, everybody must know what to do. And then after then, it will be documented and shared that this is what we agreed. So that not after everything you say, no, I didn't agree on this, so I didn't even. So clarity is important. It provides clarity for the outcome and the next step. Accountability. Assign responsibility for action taking. On that meeting, you are the project manager. You tell everybody what is expected of them. That is accountability. You are telling them you expected to do this. You expected, everybody knows that is when you are now becoming a project manager. You are becoming accountable. You are becoming authority. You are becoming a command. Continuity. Keep absent stakeholders informed about what transpired. It's not a must that every team member must be in a meeting. Mind you, it's not. Some people can feel sick, they couldn't come. Their children can, or their member of their family can request their urgent attention they need to attend to. And they might be out of that meeting. Some might just be on their annual leave. You know, there's a lot of things that can take them, keep them out of the meeting, and they are part of that. They must have a way to know what is going on. You can't say, after all, you didn't come to meeting. Is it my fault that you didn't come to meeting? Well, you know, we don't do that. Only even if the person did come to meeting with any excuse, then we know how to handle such issues. But that doesn't mean that if you don't know what is going on, the outcome of any meeting they miss, they should be there. So, compliance acts as evidence of decision and agreement made during the meeting. You see, this agreement is an agreement. But if an agreement does not have any evidence, it's not an agreement. So, because if there is evidence, people cannot wake up and start accusing you. Yes, people must have seen you and this person sitting in a place, having a meeting. If it's not documented, after that meeting, the person can come and tell you that this is the outcome. And you say, no, this is not our outcome, but I say you have a, so if you have evidence like this, then it's going to become very important documents for the project. So these are why we should have a minutes of a meeting. If you look at these 5 points here, you agree with me that is important. So now we agree that is very important. What are the components? What do we need to capture? Okay. In a meeting minutes, we need the meeting details. Details here are the dates, time, location, meeting type. Example, project kickoff or project review. Like I said, we are going to have a lot of meetings, including kickoff meeting, review meeting, red log meeting, so many of them. Requirement gathering meeting, lesson learned meeting, name them, lot of them. And then attendees. Okay. Then that's the detail, and then agenda. Topic discussed during the meeting. You see what we're in a meeting now, and all of us should know the topic or the agenda of this meeting. The agenda of this meeting we're having is to understand how to write minutes of the meeting or create a document for minutes of that, the agenda. Key discussion, summary of important discussion, decision and agreement, action items, tasks assigned, deadlines, and responsible persons. Within that meeting, we should start assigning tasks, deadlines, and people that are responsible. Specific decisions, decision made, specific decision agreed upon during the meeting, and then next step, immediate action or follow-up required after the meeting, and miscellaneous, any additional observation, notes relevant to the meeting. If you capture this, it's going to save you a lot of headache. You know, some of us who doesn't have good memories to remember everything, it's good to start, because once the meeting is over, you can make mistake when you try to sit down and recollect everything. Only if you recorded it, and after recording, you try to transcribe it. But even whatever the outcome, is important to have a minutes, so that immediately after the meeting, people will know what to do. And steps, prepare meeting, just like what we talk about kickoff meeting. Prepare before the meeting, understand the agenda, review meeting agenda and key discussion points, and use a template is important. If you have a template, it's going to be easy for you. You just about within every column or every section or component of the template, you jot what is supposed to be there. You help you to know that you are missing this point or missing this action if you have a template. But if you just want everything from your head, your meeting might not be organized, might not be coordinated. You might miss a lot of actions, points. So you prepare a meeting minutes with a template for consistency. So step 2, record during the meeting. Note taking, capture key points, decision, and action. Avoid transcribing every word. If you start transcribing every word, it's going to be difficult for you. That is not it. You record, like, you know now, within our meeting, once in a while, I joke, I crack joke, I use an icebreaker. You can't be recording all the icebreaker I use in your this thing. It's going to make it untidy. So icebreaker is just to relax your nerves. If you are becoming tense, we crack small jokes, everybody will relax, then we started accelerating again. So identify speakers, attribute key statement to the relevant individuals, highlight action item, record who is responsible, what needs to be done, and the deadlines. Everybody must know what to do after the meeting and deadlines, because the meeting is to discuss on how to achieve something, and immediately after the meeting, whatever we want to achieve should start immediately. 3, review and finalize. Clarify details. Review on clear points with participants if necessary. Some of the participants might not, like I said, don't just go leave. If you're going to see a newborn baby, you've gone to see Jesus when Jesus were born, and you left. You start. I know it must be. I know it must be a boy. No, ask question. You can ask Mary. What is the? Is he a boy? Yeah. So it's important. Don't assume you are there. There's no need of trying to. And as a project manager, if anybody who do not understand, clarify. That is why you are there. Don't feel what are you asking? This is a stupid question. They don't know. People's level of understanding differs. People come from different backgrounds. People come from different orientation. You might use a language, might mean something to differently to them, and they might be confused. Is it this particular meaning or the other meaning is this particular? So try to clarify. Don't be angry. I've seen a situation where somebody wants to ask a question, asking you what you know. Some people become agitated while asking this kind of foolish question. No question is foolish. As long as the person do not understand, clarify the person. You see me, at times you ask questions, I tell you, this is no way to ask this question. I clarify you. Go there, go to this particular area, wait for me. That is where you're supposed to ask the question to get good answer. You know, I've responded, I've clarified. It's okay. I didn't know that this is, and they are clear already. And yeah, use clear language. Like I said about language, some language can be so generic. It can mean a lot of things. Like for instance, book. Book might mean different things. Book can mean a book you used to write something. It can mean book an appointment. So such language can be generic. So there must be a way to clarify whatever you say. Ensure the document is concise, professional, and easy to read. You know, don't use unnecessary vocabularies to show that you graduated from Cambridge or Oxford. Distribute the minutes. Like I said, it's not your private property. It does not belong to you. It belongs to the team, project team. So they have rights to have a copy. You know, I see some people in a project, you say, I need a copy of that. You say, why? Why do you need it? Because it's his or her right to have it. So you have to give it to them. And you have to do that within 24 to 48 hours. You know, that is the best practice, because it's a project and they're part of the project, and they need to get it ASAP, as soon as possible, so that they can be informed, well informed, to do their job very well. And secure approval, circulate for review and confirmation from key attendees if required. So many of all these minutes before it goes to the project repository. Project repository is where you document such documents. Get approval, circulate it to all the attendees for them to have a proofread and say, yeah, Charles, this is good, yeah, good. So, oh, Charles, you are that's not what I think you are missing a point. That is not the date we agreed on. So, okay, I'll correct it. You know, these are important, and then once you get approval of every attendees, then just document it where everybody can have access and download or go there to read. Store for future reference. Centralized location, like I said, where everybody will have access to read. Like now we are going to create a project collaborative environment like FreeDCamp. After everything, you upload this document to FreeDCamp, where everybody will just go. They will be there in the free. Anybody can go there and open it and read and even download it and save it in their own place. All you need is provide information that will help everybody to do their work very well. And the template, you know, like I said, if you look at the components or step by step, follow this template, there's no way you are going to miss it. Look at it, this template, meeting title, FoodTrackoo expansion status update, date and time, 21st November 2024, 10 a.m., location, Zoom meeting, conference room A. So even if it's a Zoom, it says Zoom. Even if it's not Zoom like conference room, it's a conference room A. You know, list of attendees, you list it. The agenda, brief overview of discussion topic. You mention the topic, key discussion, summarize points from the discussion, decision made, specific outcome of the meeting, action taken, tasks, responsible person and deadline, next meeting dates. You put the date, time, and the purpose of the next meeting. So with this template, we created this. And this example, you see vendor onboarding strategy for FoodTrackoo expansion, dates here, location, Microsoft team, attendees, project manager, logistic lead, vendor relation officer, IT lead. You see, we mentioned the attendees, discuss vendor onboarding challenges, finalize logistics partnership, key discussion, delay in onboarding, need for automation in the vendor registration process. Then decision made, 1, automate vendor registration within 2 weeks. 2, partner with local logistics companies, you know, and then action items. Vendor relation officer to finalize contracts by 30th November. IT lead to propose automation tools by 25th of November. Then next meeting, follow up on progress, 28th November 2024 by 3 p.m. Does this give direction? Does this particular now you can see none of you here were in attendance in this meeting, but you actually know the direction of this project. Is there anyone of us here after reading this minute of the meeting do not have insights of what is going? For instance, even if you are being asked to join this team now? Don't you know the direction where they are? Ask the question.
Yes, we do, sir.
Yes, we know.
We know, sir.
So that is how your own should be. Even the person joining the day, after going through the last meeting or the first meeting, should know, oh, these people are trying to automate they're having challenges in their they are trying to partner with logistic companies, and the logistic, the IT lead, they are okay. That is their current IT project. They are doing the automation, they are automating so you see clear direction. They are the next meeting. Okay, let me adjust. Although I didn't attend the last meeting, but yes, it said 3 p.m. By then, I will maybe, because I didn't attend the last one because I was in school runs. So this time I will ask my husband to go to school. I don't want to miss this one again. That is it. You have direction to plan. That is it. And best practice, focus on key points, avoid unnecessary detail. You can see that in this minister is just bullet points. So this bullet point is hitting the nail hard. Avoid, at times you might, after speaking long grammar, people will even lose track of your statement. Don't do that. Avoid unnecessary details. Stick to decision and actions. Be neutral. Write objectively without bias. Use standard templates. Create a template everybody is going to use and maintain that template. Not today you bring this template, next tomorrow you bring another template, you don't even know which direction. Use a standard template across meetings. Be prompt. Share minutes as soon as possible to ensure relevance. Encourage feedback. Allow participants to review and confirm details. And that's it. So, scenario, kickoff meeting. So these are going to be kickoff meeting for TOPE. TOPE will have projects coming on TOPE, implementation of having enterprise application. We must implement an enterprise application for TOPE. We are going to look at so many other projects bothering the companies. So all of them will need a kickoff meeting. So as a project manager, we need to assign roles, and lead. Task, record the meeting minutes during the kickoff meeting and draft a concise document based on the decision. So this will help us. You can't, if you tell me you can't, after having all this is a template. Don't come and start asking me, Mr. Charles, I did a meeting template. Because some of you are going to come for this template to ask me, even though I've shared these lesson notes, but they are going to come and say, I need a template. What is this here? Is this not a template? It's a template. All you need, this is a template. All you need to do is just copy this. I don't be allowed to be spoofed too much. Copy this and paste it. This is not a picture. You can say, even if it's a picture, you can draw a table. It's very easy to do so, but it's not an image. Just copy it, go paste it, and start using it. That is a template. Like I said, all my lesson notes comes with template. If you know what you are doing, you have a lot of templates already. All right, and that's it. So conclusively, meeting minutes are a critical tool for documenting project decision, discussion, decision, and action. Effective meeting minutes ensure clarity, accountability, and alignment across all project stakeholders. Yeah, so how can minute meeting improve team accountability and project outcome? This question is for you guys to go and digest. So use it for your charts. You know, it's important. Brainstorm or chart on relevant topics is important. Okay. Let's you guys be hearing from me, so let me hear from you guys as well. So okay. Xavier has not been receiving he's been quiet on Xavier's domain, so Xavier want us to hear from her.
Good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everybody. So my question is, this template now is, can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear.
Please turn on your video.
You hear Xavier, they say you should turn on your video, not me say so. Please turn your video on. We are waiting, please.
Please, I'm not disposed to turn on my video where I am.
What are you? You are in a class. What do you mean you are not disposed?
There's no problem. Let me keep my question. Other people that can turn on their own should ask. So sorry for that.
Last one I say wahala. Okay. As you guys can see, Xavier cannot turn on her video. She can talk. I don't want people to see what they are not supposed to see.
And she wants to be a
Xavier, continue with your question.
Okay, thank you. My question is that this template is for the preparation of meetings. So at the course of the meeting, we can use anything to document our meeting, right? Like jot in a book or use an app or something.
If you want to use any other thing which you believe will help you, like you can record, like see what I'm doing here I can record like this. After recording, I can then use the templates to document it, to make it official. You know, you can do that. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it.
I want to so that you look at how her dad is looking.
All right, Beatrice. Beatrice Adeshola. Obianuju, Barrister Obianuju Peters, we know you can send us to jail, but mute yourself.
Good evening, all. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Beatrice.
Yes, sir. So my question is that based on the project and the grouping, is there time that we are going to be having a physical meeting? And that is number one. And are we still going to be having coming to the general group for general brief, or it's just going to stay as in different groups like you have segregated it? Those are my questions. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, you are going to be having outdoor meetings if need be. If we need to have outdoors like field work, we do that. You know, in other projects, at times we might want to go talk to stakeholders. You know, in our project, this is a payment company. They have payment. They are going to be to pay is a payment company. They are going to have so many payment products like POS payments. They can have agent POS. They equally plan to have digital banking. So there are a lot of things they might want to have to pay to partner with mobile operators like mobile telephone operators, so that they can retail their data, airtime and things like that, pay bills. For instance, we need to have a meeting with NEPA people in order to partner with them so they can, so you need to go to their office. Is that not an outdoor? So these are some part of things you can do. They can assign you people to do that. If you can be assigned to work on a project like that. So these are some of the things. It's not going to be only remote. So that's why we want you to be in where you can be able to attend to this. Not if you are in Lagos, you go and join Abuja team. When they ask the team, can you visit the general manager of EEDC? You say, I'm in Lagos, so I can't do that. Well, why did you join different? That is the main. And for those who are in overseas, their own is understandable. So they join remotely and do whatever they can do remotely. And that's it. Very clear. Beatrice?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
And the other question.
Yeah, the other question is that if we are still going to coming back to the, like we'll come back to the general group for briefing, maybe once in a while.
I've already said that. The other group is for catching up, general catch up, sharing information like we use it to share when they were classes, we're having classes, we use it to share because we're not going to be going to different groups to be sharing our lesson details like this. We're not going to do that. And equally, if you are having a situation like incidents, you can then talk to us from the main group. Like incidents, you can log into your course portal, you're having some technical challenges. This is what that group is meant for, is for incidents response. So if you want to be chatting and although every collaboration tailored to because you won't be having time for a lot of play around because it's going to be very busy for everyone.
Thank you, sir.
So that is it. I'm sorry if some of you if it's going to, like some of you that are already celebrity in the main group. So you still be popular, people like Sylvia, don't worry. Okay, Patience Ajana. Patience.
Hello, sir. I can hear you now. Sorry. My question is on the meeting agenda. The part where you said has to be distributed 24 to 48 hours before the meeting to let the stakeholders know. If we distribute that and we get feedback from the stakeholders, like a concern or regarding the agenda, do we take that into consideration to adjust the meeting agenda, then recirculate it, or we stick to what we already planned?
I didn't get it. I didn't get what you mean by meeting agenda. You circulate it.
Okay, for instance, we were supposed to have a notification of the meeting we're supposed to have. Let's say during the kickoff meeting, letting people know that we're supposed to have a meeting, and stating part of what the agenda for the meeting is and time and all of that. When we are notifying people about the meeting time and they receive the circulation, maybe via email or however medium we want to use, and they give a feedback regarding the supposed agenda, what is supposed to be discussed. Are we supposed to take it into consideration, review?
Of course, you are the one
the-
who is.
the-
You are the one who
Before,
is
before we
calling a
circulate
meeting.
that.
You are calling a meeting, and you are telling people why you want to see them. Are they going to tell you why you want to see them? Patient.
No, I'm the one telling them what we need to see.
I'll give you an example now. You having a housewarming party, and now you're inviting people to come for that housewarming party. You want to invite all the stakeholders, even people who participated. This is you calling a meeting. Now they start telling you, no, you should not be housewarming party. You should be no. You are the leader of this project. Are you I don't know if some of you do not even aware what project manager is. Because if you understand what the project manager is, if you don't ask this question, you call a meeting. How can people tell you the kind of what will be the agenda? There's something you want to achieve in this project you are leading, and you are calling a meeting. People you feel that can contribute. So don't allow people to hijack your project. You getting me?
Yes.
Olusoji Osi.
Thank you very much. Sir. Thank you very much, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. I want to follow up on the last speaker, and I'm thinking of a brief modification to the agenda. Is it okay when you get to the meeting to, after showing them the agenda, to say, okay, is there to ask if there's anything that anybody might want to add to the agenda? Is it okay?
If you look at let me scroll down, because we captured everything we want. All these questions you guys are asking is captured. Okay. That's where I stated it in the yeah. You see the best, you see here in the best practice, allow participants to there's a place I captured.
Number five, encourage feedback. Allow participants to review and confirm details.
Yes. That is when you finish. That is after the meeting.
Okay.
That is after the meeting. That is not before the meeting.
All right.
Within the meeting, people should be able to add. Yeah, this is it. You see this here? Miscellaneous. Are you seeing it?
Yes, I can see it.
Miscellaneous notes and additional observation. This is during the meeting. So if all of them, that might be when you finish. You see, it's the last thing. Ask people, allow people to make observation at the end of the meeting, not before the meeting. And after the meeting, then if you have any observation, then you can bring your observation. If they are relevant, they can be captured. If they are not relevant, you trash it.
Okay, that's my clarification. I wanted to know if they can bring any concerns before the meeting.
Not before the meeting.
After.
Because if you allow them to start bringing concern before the meeting, they will disorganize the meeting. The only concern they can bring is that they won't be available. You know? And before you schedule a meeting, you must make sure that a lot of people should be available. In best practice, in so many companies, you look at the calendar, you see when people are not, people are available. Most, the key people that you need to have the meeting with, make sure that they are available, or reach them. Are they available at so time? If they are available, then you schedule a meeting with them. They don't have any problem with your agenda. They are coming to discuss it. It's during the meeting. If they don't like what we are saying, they can oppose it there. Meeting is for people to brainstorm, discussion. It is when the meeting time, then anybody who wants to argue on your point, you can argue on your point. That is why you call it a meeting. A meeting is not where you come to give instruction. A meeting is for deliberation. It's for brainstorming. If it's there for you to give instruction, you just give them, send them instruction on what to do. But it's a meeting where everybody needs to come and make contribution. Is that clear?
Very good. Thanks.
So, and if there's anything anybody want to contribute outside the agenda, the meeting agenda, which there's something I might feel that is important for us, but it wasn't captured. That is observation. This is during the observation, I can be allowed to chip in. But if I'm chipping in something, you are the project manager, you know the project direction. If the project hits a rock, you are going to be held responsible. If anybody suggesting something that doesn't align to the goal, what you think that is the mission, then you should be careful about that. Some people might want to just sabotage your project. So, but that means you shouldn't allow people to contribute. When they contribute reasonable point, you take it. If you feel that what they contribute is not reasonable, you can just say, okay, we'll look at it. But they know that it's not a point, it's not within the agenda or within the topic discussed, but they are just trying to suggest other things. That will call it miscellaneous notes, additional observation. Is that clear?
Very clear. Very
Very
good.
clear, sir.
So, all right. Adekule Suzanne. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And please try to join the rights group. You see, it's part of the onboarding process. We are still doing it, so that you won't come and start following me up and down that you want to join the group. The group is locked up, this and that. Do what you are supposed to do at the right time, and you won't be coming to beg me for anything personal. All right. Thank you, and see you tomorrow night.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir. Agent on the class video upload.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, Charles.
Thank you,
Night,
Mr.
Mr.
Charles.
Charles. Thank
Mr.
you.
Charles.
Good night, everyone.
Have a lovely night.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Mr.
Thank you,
Charles,
Mr.
respond to
Charles.
us
Good
Mr.
now.
night.
Charles, thank